What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize that.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
They did. Who was the slave masters in Jesus' days? Right. Give me St. Matthew chapter 2. I was just thinking about this on the side. They did have slaves in Jesus' days. Who were the slave masters back then? Let's find out. Let's find out. Give me Matthew 2. Actually, start at verse 1. And we're going to skip through the second chapter of Matthew 2. And we're going to get the point right in the beginning. We're going to find out who were the slave masters during the days of Jesus Christ himself walking the earth. Read what you got. This is the book of who? In Rome. Yeah. What color were the Romans predominantly? So who were the slave masters back then on the days of Jesus? As is then, so is today. Read what you got.
That's right. In the book of Matthew chapter 2 and verse 1. Now when Jesus was born in Bethany.
Now Jesus is born, he's a baby. Yeah. Who tried to kill Jesus as a baby? King who? King who? You close, you close. King Herod. So King Herod, what group of people would he have been of? We just named him earlier. He'd be what we would call today a Roman. The Romans were ruling. So a white ruling man said, I'm going to kill this baby. Why would he so be concerned about killing a baby?
Because Jesus, the prophet said that he was, a baby was going to be born as a king.
As a king. So the prophet said this baby was going to save his people, correct? Okay, so if the Romans were the slave masters, do they need to be saved at that time? No. So what people was Jesus Christ going to save? The slaves. Who were the slaves at that time? Jews. What color were the Jews? Brown. Brown and black. Same thing that happened back then for Jesus Christ is happening for us today. Read what you got.
Matthew chapter 2 and verse 1. Now when Jesus was born in Bethany of Judea, in the days of Herod the king.
In the days of Herod the king. So now we know the Roman king, or the Roman, the white guy. I'm just going to bring that to modern speed. Herod was what we would call today a convert, meaning he learned our culture so he could rule over us and understand what we were doing. But he was not our people originally. Read.
Behold, there came wise men from the east.
So some of our wise people came to him and said, look, there's a prophecy among our people from the prophets that said a certain child would be born, a son would be given. We can read that in Isaiah. Read.
To Jerusalem, saying, where is he that is born king of the Jews?
So they were looking like, hey, imagine you already the king. And three wise men, well not three, because the scripture never say three. We see three gifts. We see three different types of gifts, but it never said three, so we got to correct that. That's things that has been ingrained in us in church. But when you read the scripture, it didn't give a number. Read it again.
Saying, where is he?
From what?
Verse 1. Now when Jesus was born in Bethany of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men.
There came wise men. It never gave a number. So where did the church come up with the number?
I guess because of the gifts.
There were three types of gifts, but that doesn't mean each wise man brought one gift. All we're told is there were three types of gifts they gave, but we were never given a count. These are things like the officer was explaining, things we've learned through church year after year, but when we actually read it, the Bible does not support what we've been taught.
Right.
Read.
There came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, where is he that is born king of the Jews?
They're looking for the king. Now, the current king is confused. If you're looking for the king, you talking to him. They're like, nah, homie, you not the king. The one who is the true king just got born. So he wants to know, how do you find out, so on and so forth. So that's where we get, hey, there's a certain star in the sky. You follow that star, you'll find the real king. Jump to 6.
Verse 6. And thou, Bethany, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah? For out of these shall come a governor.
So out of Judah, out of the tribe of Judah, Christ's tribe is the tribe of Judah, according to Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14. We come from that tribe. Your tribe is established by your father.
Right.
So Joseph was the actual physical father of Jesus the Christ.
That's right.
We knew that at the time. If you talk to us in John chapter 1, it says the son of Joseph. We knew who his daddy was. Read.
That shall rule my people Israel.
That shall rule my people Israel. Israel. Like the officer was saying earlier, the names we call ourselves today, God does not call us those names.
Right.
He still calls us the names he gave us.
Right.
Through slavery and the stripping away of our identity, we've adopted other names. We've adopted another language. My ancestors, if I go back far enough, if I had access to the records, my ancestors would not be speaking the language I'm speaking today. Between them and me, the language they spoke was stripped from them. And then somewhere between them and me, somebody was forced to learn this. So that's what I learned, right? Read.
Then Herod, when he had probably called the wise man.
So he called him to a secret meeting. He said, explain this to me a little more in detail. What we're going to find out is he plans to kill baby Jesus. Jump to 13.
Verse 13. And when they were departing.
So after they had that side conversation with the king, read.
Behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph.
So an angel showed up to Joseph. He's going to explain to Joseph, here's what happened in a king's secret meeting. Get him out of here. Read.
In a dream, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt.
So he told them to hide where?
And flee into Egypt.
Why do you think he would tell Joseph to take his wife and child, their newborn, and go hide in Egypt? So we know King Herod's trying to kill the child. For what purpose is it to hide in Egypt?
Because during that time they was trying to figure out how many people was of Egypt.
Okay, so
wasn't Joseph from Egypt?
No, not originally. Now, so what we're going to deal with is, you're talking about our ancient forefather Joseph, who went into Egypt in captivity, and we come out of Egypt under the hand of Moses. The ancient Egyptians were what skin tone? Brown. Like us. So now, if you need to hide your brown baby so that white people can't kill them, where's the best place to hide? Among other brown-skinned people. So he's like, look, take your child who looks dark-skinned, because all y'all are dark-skinned, and go hide among other dark-skinned people. It's going to make it almost impossible for them to find you. Right. Yeah. We shared similar skin colors, but we weren't the same people. Right. Have you ever heard the phrase, all skin folk ain't kinfolk?
A little bit.
A little bit. Some of us look similar to each other. We have dark skin, we have the same type of hair and facial.
Exactly.
Right, but we're not actually related. Right? So now he goes, hey, go take the child and hide in Egypt. So these were the slave masters of that time. What's the picture with the coins? With the coins. We're going to speed that up to today. Get Deuteronomy 28 and 32. So now we know back then.
I'm going to go meet my grandkids.
Okay, hey.
Let me
No. We don't take no donations.
You sure?
If you want to give a donation, call our number on the back and come to the church itself. Okay. So we do have a church in the Savannah area. Right. That's where you can give your donation. Right now, keep that in your pocket, brother, all right? All right, all praises.
I'm going to show this to the other people.
Good, all praises. Deuteronomy 20 and 32. Let's just stay with it. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters should be given unto another people.
So God said his people prophetically would go into slavery. This has happened multiple times across the earth. But this is a specific type of slavery. Every race can dig in history and go, look, this is one time where we had to serve another race. But this servitude is completely specific to the children of Israel because of the details of the servitude. Your children shall go into captivity. Read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughter shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fare with loneliness for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
And our captivity, we'd have no might to end it. Every other race that tries to lie and over-exaggerate about some period of servitude they went through, you can also see an end to that servitude, where men rose up and freed their people. But there's one race who you haven't seen that end happen yet for. Interesting, because it hasn't happened yet for the true Jews of the Bible, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.